ago. He introduced himself as Dennis, the night manager, and asked if I could step into the back office for a moment. There was a problem with the reservation that needed to be sorted out. I followed him through the staff door into a small office cluttered with filing cabinets and a desk covered in paperwork. Stephanie was there too, standing in the corner with her arms crossed. Dennis sat behind the desk and gestured for me to sit in the chair opposite. He asked how old I was. 23, I answered, my confusion turning to alarm. He asked for my ID again and studied it carefully, comparing the photo to my face multiple times. He asked where I lived, where I worked, where my family was located. I provided answers mechanically, not understanding what was happening but feeling increasingly trapped in this tiny office. Dennis asked how I met Liam. I repeated the coffee shop story, my voice getting defensive. He asked if Liam had ever given me gifts, paid for things, taken me places. Of course, I said, that's what boyfriends do. Dennis exchanged a look with Stephanie that I couldn't interpret. He asked if I had Liam's phone number, and I showed him the text thread on my phone. Dennis wrote down the number, then asked if I'd ever met Liam's family or friends. I admitted I hadn't yet, that we'd kept things pretty private because we were both busy with work. Dennis asked where Liam worked. I realized with embarrassment that I didn't know the company name, just that he worked in pharmaceutical sales. Dennis asked for Liam's home address. I gave him the apartment building where Liam lived, but not the specific unit number because I'd only been there twice. That's when Dennis said something that made my blood run cold. Ma'am, we have reason to believe you might be in danger. My immediate reaction was to laugh because the suggestion was absurd. Danger from what? Dennis said they'd seen situations like mine before. Young women traveling with older men who'd met them recently, using the man's credit card, unable to provide basic information about their companion. They'd been trained to recognize signs of human trafficking. The word hit me like a physical blow. Trafficking? I'm not being trafficked. I'm on vacation with my boyfriend. Stephanie spoke for the first time since we'd entered the office. She said they'd called the police, that officers were on their way to make sure I was safe. My stomach dropped. You called the police? Why would you do that? Dennis said it was hotel policy when they suspected trafficking, that they were legally obligated to report suspicious situations. I stood up, my hands shaking. This is insane. Liam is my boyfriend. We're not doing anything illegal. I need to call him. I reached for my phone, but Dennis asked me to wait, to let them handle this properly. The next 20 minutes felt like hours. Dennis and Stephanie kept me in that office, asking questions that felt increasingly invasive. Had Liam ever hurt me? No. Had he ever threatened me? No. Had he ever asked me to do anything I was uncomfortable with? No. Did I have money of my own? Yes. Could I leave if I wanted to? Obviously, yes. But every answer I gave seemed to confirm their suspicions rather than dispel them.